Hare Krishna Mataji. So we have started YouTube live.
Yes,
Today,
Prabhu.
Sloka number 6 we need to discuss. I'll just share the screen.
All participants are able to unmute when they wish to, Prabhu.
Okay, because in tab it will be, I won't be able to unmute everyone. So it is better that they can unmute themselves.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, so I hope you are able to see my screen is visible, my audio is audible, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. Everything clear. Hare Krishna.
Is the slide moving?
We are seeing nectar of instruction of Padesh Amrita. Yes, now we can see Shri Shri Radha Govinda.
Okay. Hare Krishna devotees. So today we are going to start this chapter number 6 or sloka number 6, not chapter, sloka number 6 of Nectar of Instruction. So we are seeing like last 2-3 sloka we are seeing about the association. From the sloka number 2, sloka number 3, we have seen the importance of association. We need to associate. Then sloka number 4, we have seen about the completely about the association. Sloka number 5, we have seen how the devotees are divided, means not divided, we should not divide, but according to faith, how the devotees are differentiated between the three categories like Kanishtadhikari, Madhyamadhikari, and Uttamadhikari. Okay, so that we can have association with them, we can release their association, and whom to associate for our spiritual advancement, and how to advance from the Kanishtadhikari to like Madhyamadhikari, and then Madhyamadhikari to Uttamadhikari. So that we have seen in the last sloka. Okay, so still more slokas left for association, because we have seen that association is very important. Okay, and when we are in close association of the devotees, we need to know how the loving exchanges happen between the devotee. If any devotee comes to your house, then what things to do. If you are going to some devotees, how loving exchanges should be there. Okay, like taking some gift from them, donating them, these things like loving exchanges between devotee, which increases the loving relationship between them. Okay, and then last sloka number 5, we have seen that with whom to associate. Okay, like a neophyte devotee, we don't associate, like we mentally honor that devotee, the neophyte devotee or Kanishta devotee. Okay, but we don't associate. We should associate with Madhyam Adhikari or Uttam Adhikari. That we have seen, and we have seen how to progress from the neophyte, because everyone starts. We are not like we are taking birth in the Uttam Adhikari like that. We are taking birth as Uttam. Everyone starts from the Kanishta Adhikari phase, and Srila Rupa Goswami as well as Srila Prabhupada has talked in detail about how to progress from the Kanishtadhikari phase to Uttamadhikari phase. The process was the chanting part. Then we have seen the chanting thing. Okay, so we have seen the importance of the chanting, that the many people they try to give the many that the value to the service than the chanting. Okay, one asked that have you chanted the 16 round or not? So people they take it granted. Okay, that 16 round we are chanting or not, but the main thing is the 16 round that we have taken the vow. Okay, the service is the secondary part. If you are not taking our 16 round as our, that is the responsibility, that is our main responsibility, that is our major responsibility. Okay, so that part we need to take care, that service is secondary. The first thing is our purification. Unless and until we are always with Krishna, how can we give Krishna to others? Okay, so that thing we have seen, that how the chanting part is very, 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 very important. Service is secondary. The first thing is the chanting. So that we have seen in the 5th chapter, okay, or the 5th sloka. Now in 6th sloka, we are going to see a very important point, that is a Vaishnava Aparadha. Okay, so many people, when we are neophyte devotee, we tend to do Vaishnava Aparadha, and this Vaishnava Aparadha is very, very, very dangerous. So we'll learn about the Vaishnava Aparadha and how to be away from the Vaishnava Aparadha. Okay, so that we are going to see. So today's shloka also is a very important shloka. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's start first with the Mangala Charan. Okay, so Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So whatever teachings we are going to learn, that is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So we pay our humble obeisances to Srila Prabhupada as well as all the parampara leading to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as well as Sri Krishna, so that whatever we speak and whatever we are trying to learn, okay, we are like our senses are limited. We are not at that much level. We are not qualified to speak about the subject matter, but maybe our voice is getting the mercy of Sri Krishna as well as the Guru Parampara, so that we may speak about these slokas. Okay, so let's start with the things which these things we have already done. That the Sri Updeshamrita topics like shloka number 1 to 7, Vedi Sadhana Bhakti, we are going to speak. Then 8th Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti, and then 9th to 11th Bhava Bhakti and Prema Bhakti. Okay, so this we were doing. So the text number 1 to 7 is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti preface to go. So these things we have seen. Text number 1 is controlling the 6 urges. Text number 2, don'ts for the devotional services. Text number 3, the principles of or do's for the devotional service. Then 4th is these three sloka, 4, 5, and 6. These are main sloka for the association part. The 6 are loving exchanges between the devotees. 5th is association according to the level of advancement, like Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, and Uttam Adhikari. And this is the 6th sloka which we are going to deal. So text number 6 discusses further how we should associate with the devotee. Okay, when we associate with the devotee, how we should associate, and especially with the spiritual master, the Uttam Adhikari. The main thing this sloka deals with, what is a pure Vaishnava and how to deal with a pure Vaishnava. Okay, sometimes when we are neophyte devotee, we underestimate a Shuddha Bhakta and we try to blaspheme the Shuddha Bhakta, or we may see their bodily feature. Okay, so this sloka tells about that. Okay, and who is understood to be transcendently situated. Okay, so one by one, whoever in the name wise, they can start reading from the next slide. Okay, so this is the sloka. Yes, who is the first one? They can read.
Alka Mataji, would you like to read? Alka Mataji? Hare Krishna. Mataji, we can't hear you. Have you unmuted yourself?
दृष्टै स्वभावजनितैः पुरुषस्य दर्शने प्राकृते में भक्तजन पास्येत गंगगामं साम न खलु बुद्धफेन पनकैर ब्रह्म द्रववतम अपगच्छति निराधर्मैः.
Niradharma. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. So let's see about the sloka first. Drishtaire swabhava janitaire papushasya dosha. So it is speaking about what? Let's see. It is written in the second line. Na prakritatvam eh bhakta janasya pashyat. So eh bhakta janasya pashyat. How to see the devotee? It is speaking about the bhakta janasya pashyat. Means how to see the devotees. Okay. So how to see, like, mostly about this sloka is talking about the uttam adhikari or the spiritual master, but it can be applied to all the devotees, all the level of the devotee, but mainly it focuses about the uttam adhikari who is in the shuddha bhakti. So eh bhakta janasya pashyat. How to see, how to pashyat means see, how to see the bhakta janas, how to see a pure devotee. This sloka speaks about that. So drishtai swabhava janate. Swabhava janate means from the birth, many people have some swabhava. Okay, like some people, they are born in a family of like where in a place where the tone is very high. So when they speak, people may think that he's scolding, okay, or he is very angry. But that is his swabhava. Okay, so swabhava, some swabhava are there from the birth. Okay, and that is a bodily swabhava. Okay, some previous due to previous birth or previous previous accumulated karma, we may have some different swabhava. Okay, so every person won't have the same swabhava, so different swabhava will be there. Okay, and what we should do is we should not be concentrated on that swabhava. So that is what it is speaking. So how to see a Suddha Bhakta? The stay swabhava janata. We should not see the swabhava which is due to previous birth or due to in the family, birth in a family and different family. Okay, and vapushascha dosha. So dosh of vapu means body. So if there is any dosh in the body, we should not concentrate on dosh of the body of a Shuddha Vaishnava. So whatever swabhav is there from the birth of a Shuddha Vaishnava, we should not concentrate on that. We should not, or we should overlook that. Okay, or if there is any bodily defect in a Vaishnava, we should not concentrate on that. Okay, like we see, like many Vaishnava will be there who will having bodily defect. Okay, but we should not be concentrated on that thing. We should be like we should not be concentrated on vapu thing. Vapu means the bodily thing. Okay, whatever bodily things are there, we should not be concentrated on that. So vapushascha dosha. So dosh of the vapu, dosh of the body, we should not look at that. Na prakritatvam eh bhakta janasya pashyat. Na prakritatvam means our material, our view should not be material towards them. We should not be material with our material eye. We should not look towards them. Okay, so that is na prakritatvam. So our like material vision, we should not look with the material vision to a pure Vaishnava. So that is what he is saying. So maybe his body is defective, maybe his swabhava is little defective, maybe he is he may be in a body of American body. He may be in a Chinese devotee form. Like it may be like that. But the Vaishnava should not be differentiated based on that. That is what this first two lines are saying. Okay. Then it says Ganga Ambasham. Okay. Na kalu Buddha Fena Pankay. Okay. So Buddha Fena Pankay. Buddha means like foams. Fena is like foams. So Buddha is like like bubbles. Okay. Buddha Fena and Pankay. Pankay means mud. Okay, or the dirtiness. So Ganga Visam na Kalu. So Ganga Ganga cannot be like cannot become dirty with like Ganga cannot become dirty with sometimes the temporary rain or mud or some bubbles. Okay, sometimes there may be, if you're taking bath in Ganga, if you come to Mayapur and you are taking bath in Ganga, sometimes you may see that there is some face, some people are like they are washing their clothes and some fain or some foam is coming, or some dirtiness is there in the Ganga. Okay, some water, dirty water is coming at that time at the Ganga, but these things cannot contaminate the Ganga. Okay, Ganga. Okay, so this is what this third line is saying, that Ganga cannot be contaminated by the foams, muds, or bubbles. Okay, why? Because Brahma Dravatam. This is a Brahma Dravatam. Brahma Dravatam. This is a Dravya or the fluid form of Brahma. Like Krishna takes avatar in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam in the book form. Okay, Krishna takes avatar similarly in the water form in the form of Ganga. Okay, so Ganga cannot be contaminated because it is Brahmadravatam. Okay, Apagachanti Niradharma. So Niradharma, this is a waterly characteristic. So Niradharma is the bodily characteristic, like the Niradharma, waterly characteristic is there. And second thing is Brahmadravatam. Like this body is like there and soul is there like that. So body can be temporarily contaminated. Okay, but the soul cannot be contaminated. That is what it is being said. Okay. Ganga cannot be contaminated with the fain or mud or foam like these things. Okay, because it's Brahma Dravitam. Okay, or the water incarnation of Krishna. Okay, so like that. So let's see. Let's read. So I hope this sloka is clear. Let's read about the translation. Yes, next one can read.
Anirudh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, please read.
Being situated in his original Krishna consciousness position, a pure devotee does not identify with the body. Such a devotee should not be seen from the materialistic point of view. Indeed, one should outlook a devotee having a body born in law of family, a body with a bad conception, a deformed body, or a diseased or infirm body. According to the ordinary vision, such an imperfection may seem prominent in the body of pure devotee, but despite such seem defects, the body of the pure devotee cannot be polluted. It is exactly like a waters of gangs, which sometimes during the rainy season are full of bubbles, foam, and mud. The Ganga water do not become polluted. Those who are advanced in spiritual understanding while bath in the Ganga without considering the conditions of the water. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna. So that was the translation part which we have discussed. So let's discuss in detail about that. So yes, next one can read.
Aryan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji. One, being situated in his original Krishna conscious position, a pure devotee does not identify with the body. 2. Such a devotee should not be seen from a materialistic point of view. Indeed, one should overlook a devotee having a body born in a low family, a body with a bad complexion, a deformed body, or a diseased or infirm body. 3. According to ordinary vision, such imperfections may seem prominent in the body of a pure devotee, but despite such seeming defects, the body of a pure devotee cannot be polluted. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Yes. The first point is about the first line of the sloka. Being situated in his original Krishna conscious position, a pure devotee does not identify with the body. Okay. So, like, if you see a pure devotee, he may have deformed body. Okay. Like if you there's many examples in the ISKCON, you can see that many devotees will be there. They are fully dedicated to Krishna's service. Full life is dedicated to Krishna's service. Every time they're thinking about Krishna, even in the deformed body, even if they have deformed body, they are fully dedicated to the Krishna service. They are not considered whether their body is deformed or their body is having any problem or not. Okay, they're just consistently they are serving Krishna. Okay, that we see. So that is the pure devotee lakshanam. That is the characteristic of pure devotee. They are not considered about the bodily thing. They're just doing the service to Krishna. Okay, but when we as a neophyte devotee see a devotee, a very senior Vaishnava or a Shuddha Bhakta with a deformed body, or in a body of like he may be in a black body, so they may be okay. How can a black person become my guru like that? We as a neophyte devotee may think, but that is a Vaishnava path. We should not do. Okay, so we should not differentiate a Shuddha Vaishnava based on the bodily feature. Okay, he may be in a body of American, he may be a body of Chinese, he may be a body of Indian. Okay, we should not differentiate. Okay, I will be taking only the Diksha from only a Indian Guru who is in Indian body. If he is in American body, I should not take Diksha or initiation. That should not be there. Pure devotee should not be differentiated based on the bodily platform. What service they are doing. Okay, whether they are pure devotee or not, that is their character. That is the bona fide spiritual master is that. Okay, we do not differentiate bona fide spiritual master based on the bodily defects. Okay, so there may be like many defects may be there in the body. We should overlook that. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, second point, if you see, such a devotee should not be seen from a materialistic point of view. Our vision towards them should not be material. Okay, we should not be looking at the bodily platform only. Indeed, one should overlook a devotee having a body born in a low family. Even the body is born in the low family. Like if you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's example. Okay, so Haridas Thakur was born in a Mohammedan family. Okay, he was by birth he was a Muslim. Okay, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be very much affectionate towards him. Okay, he will be very much affectionate towards Haridas Thakur. Okay, and he was like Namacharya of the Gaudiya Vaishnava. Okay, Namacharya. He used to chant 3 lakhs name per day, 192 rounds. Okay, out of the 24 rounds, he will be chanting like 20 hours, 22 hours. Okay, so like that. So what he is doing in the service of Krishna, how he is serving Krishna, that is more important than whether he is born in a Muslim family or he is born in American family or he is Nigerian family, whether he is black, he is white. We should not be considerate about these things. Okay, so that is the thing. So we should not be looking materialistic towards them. Okay, our materialistic point of view should not be there towards the pure devotee. Indeed, one should overlook a devotee as having born in a low family. Okay, or a body with bad complexion. Maybe he's a black person. Maybe his nose is little bit overturned, or his ear is overturned, or his hand is little bit deformed, or he may not have one hand or one leg. Okay, so we should not be thinking about these things. Okay, or a deformed body, that is the deformed body part, or a disease or infirm body. Okay, even if you see like or a disease or infirm body, like many Prabhupada disciples, they have some Prabhupada disciples, they have like later they have cancer. Okay, so if we think about, okay, this person is having cancer, how can he give he can give us pure devotion? Like Kadam Kamswami Maharaj, few days back he left left this earthly planet. Okay, he was having cancer. So we should not be looking. He in the state of that also he was fully devoted to Krishna's service. So that is what we need to see. Whether the person is having left leg not working, or right leg not working, or kidney not working, or he is having cancer, these things should not be taken into consideration when we are dealing with pure Vaishnava. Okay, that is a Vaishnava aparadh when we are dealing with these things. Okay, so when we are dealing with the pure Vaishnava, we should be very careful in our dealings with the Vaishnava. Okay, how we are looking at the Vaishnava. Okay, so that's the second point. Third point, we see according to ordinary vision, such imperfection may seem prominent in the body of pure devotee. When we have ordinary vision, when we are an ordinary person, we will see the bodily deformity only. But despite such seeming defects, the body of a pure devotee cannot be polluted, just like the water of Ganga. Okay, like the water of Ganga cannot be polluted. Like when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Sanatana Goswami first time, first he met Rupa Goswami, then Sanatana Goswami also came. When he met Sanatana Goswami was having the skin problem, some skin problem was the skin disease was there at that time. Okay, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to hug him. Okay, he wanted to embrace Sanatana Goswami, but Sanatana Goswami was a little hesitant because he was having the skin disease. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he embraced Sanatana Goswami. Even he saw that the Sanatana Goswami was having some skin problem. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, that we don't see what is the problem, what is the bodily problem with a pure devotee. So okay, so pure devotees, the body of pure devotee cannot be polluted. Okay, just like the Ganga. Okay, the Ganga cannot be polluted, but sometimes mud is there, sometimes foams are there, like that. So Ganga cannot be polluted by these materialistic things. Just like that, body of a pure devotee cannot be polluted by these things. Okay. So about this instruction talks about what is Shuddha Bhakti, how the Lord's devotee should not be seen, and what is Vaishnava Aparad. So what is Vaishnava Aparad, and how we should see the devotee, how we should deal with our vision towards the devotee, our point of view towards the Shuddha Bhakta, how we, and first is the how, what is Shuddha Bhakti. So already we have seen when we started the first sloka, that is what is Shuddha Bhakti. Okay, that we have seen already. Okay. So let's see, this instruction also talks about that. So we'll deal about, I will have little bit discussion about these things. So these 3 points are basically we are going to see. So what is Shuddha Bhakti? Then second is how Lord's devotees should not be seen. And third is Vaishnava Aparad. When we see these devotees, that is Vaishnava Aparad, and what is the consequences? What constitutes an Aparad, avoiding Aparad, and overcoming consequences. Yes, Shuddha Bhakti. So this sloka we have seen when we were in the first sloka. Okay, so this is from the Rupa Goswami Bhakti Rasamrita Siddha. Okay, anyone wants to read?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, please read.
I am reading. Anya vilasita sunyam jnana karmadi anabhritam anukulenya krishna silanam bhaktiruttama.
Okay.
This
yes. This
yes.
verse.
This verse is also found in Srila Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.1.11.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Anya vilashita shunyam. There is no abhilasha except Krishna. So Anya Abhilasha, there is no Abhilasha. All the Abhilasha are like Shunya. There is no desire except Krishna. That is pure devotion. Shuddha Bhakti means there is no Abhilasha. When we have Abhilasha, do we have Shuddha Bhakti? We don't have the Shuddha Bhakti. And we should try to have Shuddha Bhakti. And what is Shuddha Bhakti? What is our aim? What is our goal when we join ISKCON? Or we came to ISKCON, or when we are doing these classes, what is our aim? What is the aim of doing these classes? Do we have the aim of just accumulating the knowledge? No. Our aim is this one. Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. Our Abhilasha should be Krishna. Okay. Only Krishna. Anya Abhilasha. There is no Abhilasha except Krishna. There should not be any Abhilasha except Krishna. Krishna should be only our desires. Okay. And whatever we are doing, that should be done only to attain Krishna. Okay. If anything which is taking away from Krishna, if any work is there which is making us away from Krishna, we should leave that work. Because we don't have any Abhilasha except Krishna. So that is our goal. Why we are attending these classes, that this is the goal. Why we are in Krishna conscious movement. I already told you what is the meaning of Krishna consciousness. This is the society of Krishna consciousness, not for something else. Okay. And that Krishna consciousness is this, that Anya Bhilashita Shunyam. There should be no Abhilasha except Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. That our consciousness is fully focused on Krishna. There is no Abhilasha except Krishna. Janma Karmadi Anavritam. There is no covering of Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. There is no covering of Jnana Yoga or something else. We want this much Jnana or this one, our Karma. We want this this bungalow, car, these things. There should not be any abhilasha. Okay, there is no abhilasha except Krishna. That pure devotion service. Except Krishna, I don't have any abhilasha. Except the service of Krishna, there is no abhilasha. That is called Anya Abhilashita Shunyam, and that is what pure devotion is, which Srila Rupa Goswami is speaking of. Anukulena Krishnanu. Whatever things which is anukul for Krishna, I will do. Okay, whatever things which is anukul for Krishna consciousness. Okay, like if this is anukul for Krishna, anukul means which is favorable for my Krishna consciousness, I will do. Okay, there is no abhilasha in me except Krishna consciousness, and whatever things will lead me to Krishna, I will do it. Okay, and that's why this society is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Okay, this is not International Society for something. Is the final aim is Krishna consciousness, and whatever things is favorable for me for Krishna consciousness, whatever things is favorable for me for my abhilasha to become only Krishna, I will do that. Except that thing, I won't do anything like that. Anukulena Krishnanu Shilenam Bhaktir Uttama. That is the Uttama Bhakti. That is the pure devotion. That is the pure devotion. But that is the pure devotion. Shuddha Bhakti. Okay. So this sloka, Srila Rupa Goswami is speaking about. Okay. In this Krishna, yes, anyone?
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, can we start with the after this after Jyoti Mataji? Can we start with the
Yes,
S,
yes.
please? Otherwise, we'll never
Yes,
get a chance.
Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Jyoti Mataji, are you reading? Otherwise, Santosh Prabhu will read. Santosh Prabhu?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah. In this Krishna conscious movement, one's consciousness must be changed.
Changed.
I'm unable to see there.
Yes, changed. It is changed.
Changed. Then consciousness is aimed toward material enjoyment. It is material consciousness. And if it is aimed towards serving Krishna, it is Krishna consciousness. A surrendered soul serves Krishna without material considerations. Anyavilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadya Navrutam. Unalloyed devotional service, which is transcendental to the activities of the body and mind, such as jnana, mental speculation, and karma, fruitive work, is called pure bhakti yoga. One actually engages in unalloyed, uncontaminated devotional service. He is already liberated. Sagunan samatityaitan.
Okay. So that is the thing. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes. So our consciousness is fully material. Okay. If you close your eyes and try to, if you close your eye and if you try to think, what is the one and only thing you want, or only what is the most desirable thing in your life? Just close your eye and see what is the most desirable thing in your life. Then there so many things will come in your mind. That this thing is there, that thing is there. That is called material consciousness. Our consciousness is not at all Krishna consciousness. Okay, that's why we are here to learn about the Krishna consciousness. Okay, our consciousness is fully material. If you close the eyes, many things will come except Krishna. Everything will come except Krishna. Okay, that is called material consciousness. That not the spiritual consciousness or Krishna consciousness. Okay, if a pure devotee closes the eye, only Krishna will come, nothing else. Okay, I want Krishna. That is what. Okay, if you sit and start chanting, everything except Krishna will come in your mind. Okay, that is what because of material consciousness. Okay, pure devotee, they are so focused on the chanting, they release the chanting so much. So that is our aim, to release the chanting part. Okay, when we chant, we should be Krishna should be in our mind. Krishna should be in our heart. The Krishna should be like we are relishing the chanting, we are taking taste in the chanting. Okay, so that is what is there. Okay, so that is the thing. So in this Krishna conscious movement, one's consciousness must be changed. If we are into this Krishna consciousness, 5 years has happened, 10 years has happened, or 5 months has happened, 1 year has happened, and nothing has changed. Okay, nothing. The consciousness is same. Outlook may be changed. We are now wearing a dhoti kurta, we are putting a tilak, or we are wearing a kantimala. Like these things may be changed, but our consciousness is not changed. Then what is the meaning? Our consciousness must be changed. That is what Prabhupada is writing. In this Krishna conscious movement, one's consciousness must be changed, not just the bodily feature. We need to change our consciousness. If the consciousness is aimed toward material enjoyment, this is material consciousness. We all have material consciousness only now, okay? And if it is aimed towards serving Krishna, it is Krishna consciousness. So that is what our aim is. And how to become that thing? This instruction, this nectar of instruction is based for that only. We are reading for that only. What is our purpose? For that only, that our consciousness should be changed, our consciousness should be on Krishna. Okay, that is our aim. Okay, a surrendered soul must serve Krishna without material consideration. There is no abhilasa except Krishna. Anya vilashita sunyam janma karma adi anavritam. And these things we have seen. Okay, so that was the pure devotion. What is the pure devotee? A devotee who doesn't have any abhilasa except Krishna, who is Krishna conscious. That is the simple meaning. A person who is Krishna conscious, that is a Shuddha Bhakta. Okay, so next slide.
Lord's devotees should not be seen. No one should criticize the bodily defects of a pure devotee. If there are such defects, they should be overlooked. What should be taken into account is the spiritual master's main business, which is devotional service, pure service to the Supreme Lord.
Okay, so if you see Ramayana, there are many examples of that. If you see the body of Hanumanji, okay, he is in body of a not a human person, okay, or not a human. So if a person see that, okay, he's a monkey like that, okay, so that is also Vaishnava Prad, because we don't see, because he is a pure Vaishnava. He has how he is serving Lord Sri Ram, okay, how he is serving Lord Sri Ramchandra, that is at the different level only. We are at Kanishta level, and we are judging a pure devotee based on the bodily platform. So we should not judge. So like Hanumanji there, how nicely he is serving Lord Sri Ramchandra, you can see. Okay, so that is the thing, and we should not be judging as a Kanishta Vaishnava or non-Vaishnava. We are like non-Vaishnava only. We don't have any qualification of a devotee. As a non-devotee, when we try to judge Lord Sri Ramchandra as pure devotee like Hanumanji, that will be a Vaishnava Prata. Okay, so that is the thing. So bodily defect, no one should criticize the bodily defect of a pure devotee. Pure devotee's bodily defects should not be criticized. Okay, like Jatayu, if you see Jatayu, when Lord Sri Ramchandra met Jatayu, he was on the verge of giving up the life, okay, giving up the body, and he spoke just a few words to Lord Sri Ramchandra. Actually, he was friend of like father friends of Lord Sri Ramchandra, but he became very dear to Lord Sri Ramchandra. How? Why? He spoke few words, and he became very dear. How he can be becoming very dear to Lord Sri Ramchandra? Not because he was in a body of like in a body of a bird, okay, or he was friend with his father. Not because of that, because he has given up his life for Lord Sri Ramchandra. He was so much in pure devotion. That's why he was very dear to Lord Sri Ramchandra. So he may be in the body of a body of a bird, or a body of a monkey, or body of any animal, okay, but they are very dear to Lord Sri Ramchandra. And we as a like Kanishta Adhikari, when we see a devotee, a pure Vaishnava, we try to judge them. Okay, so that is the thing which will cause the Vaishnava Prad. We should not try to do that. We should be very respectful toward the dealing of the pure devotees. Okay, we should not hear the blasphemy of pure devotee from other person. It may lead to regression of our devotion. Okay, so that is the thing. So we should be very careful even for hearing about the pure devotee. We should not hear about the bad words from the other person about a pure devotee. Okay, any other person who is speaking ill or blasphemy a pure devotee, even we should not hear that, because it will lead to deterioration of our devotion. Okay, so that is what this sloka is speaking, that we should be very careful about our dealings with the pure devotee, how we should deal the pure devotees. Okay, we should not be at all bothered about the bodily effect or the bodily platform or the bodily swabhava which they have. Okay, we should be considerate about what service they are doing, how they are dedicated toward Krishna. So if there are such defects, they should be overlooked. If there is any defect like that, we should be overlooking that. Okay, we should overlook that. We should not be looking at those things, bodily defect and that thing. Just like the any foam or any mud is there in the Ganga, we should overlook. Okay, what should be taken into account? What we should looking is the spiritual master's main business, which is devotional service, pure service to the Supreme Lord. Okay, how he is serving the Supreme Lord, how he is dedicated to the service of Supreme Lord. That is what our main purpose should be. Okay, so that is what. Okay, we should not be looking at the body. We should be looking at the service, how they are dedicated to Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. Next.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Yes.
Krishna, Prabhuji. How a Lord's devotee should not be seen. Number 2, fault. Bhagavad Gita 9.30. Api cheta shudo racharo bhajate mama ananya bhaka sadhur eva sa ma mantav ya samyaga vyavasito hi saha. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. Bhagavad Gita 9.30.
Okay. So, if there is any bodily fault in a pure devotee, we should be overlooking that. Okay. So that is what it is spoken in Bhagavad Gita also. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he engages himself in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. Okay. So even if a person is low born, even if person is having black complexion or fair complexion, or not so familiar complexion as ours, he may be in different body, he may be a deformed body, he may be a faulty body. Okay, we should not be taking we should not be taking consideration about those things because he's saintly or he's situated in Brahman platform because he's engaged in the devotional service. So that is the thing. We should not be looking at the bodily fault, bodily swabhav of a pure devotee. Okay.
Family background. Even though a pure devotee may not be born in a Brahmana or Goswami family, if he is engaged in the service of the Lord, he should not be neglected. In actuality, there cannot be a family of Goswamis based on material consideration, caste, or hereditary. The Goswami title is actually the monopoly of the pure devotees. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So, family. This slide talk about the family background. Okay. So we should not be like taking consideration, or we should not be looking at the family background of any person. A person may come from a Shudra family, or he may come from the Kashi family, or he may come from the Vaishya family, or he may come from the or any family like that, or he may be he may come from a Chandala family. Okay, or the lowest of the lowest family. He may come from any family, but if it is engaged in Krishna service, that is beyond like the material consideration, that is above the three modes of nature, that is on the Vaishnava platform, and that person is a Shuddha Bhakta, okay, or the pure devotee. Okay, so that is the thing. Even though a pure devotee may not be born in the Brahman or Goswami family, if he is engaged in service of Krishna or Lord, he should not be neglected. Okay, this is what Srila Prabhupada is saying. Even if a person is coming from Chandal family and he is engaged in devotional service, we should not be overlooking that. In actuality, there cannot be a family of Goswami based on material consideration, caste or heredity. Many people, they have the title of Goswami, but actually there cannot be a family of Goswami just based on the born. If you are born in the family of Goswami, you cannot become a Goswami. Okay, there cannot be Goswami based on caste, heredity, these things. Goswami title is given to a person who can control his senses, mind and senses. A person who can control, that person is called Goswami. Like if you see the Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, they were working under the Muslim ruler, and their name was changed. Dabir Khas and Shatar Khas, their name was changed. Okay, so actually they were from Brahmana family only, but at that time the rules of like a person who is working in the Muslim person's house, or they are like their change, religion was changed. Like Rup Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, their religion was like they became Muslim. Okay, Dabir Khas and Sakir Khas, I think Sakir Khas was named. Okay, so that was the
Sakar
thing.
Malik, Prabhu.
Sakar Malik, yes, Sakar Malik and Dabir Khas. Okay, so that was the time when they were like Muslim. They were working under Muslim, and any Brahmana they were not accepting that they are Brahmana. They were like neglected at that time. Okay, but they were a pure Vaishnava. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met them, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again made them like Goswami. Okay, like that. So this should not be taken into consideration whether the person is a Muslim or Hindu or any religion, or person is Indian or Chinese or from Pakistan or UK, USA, anywhere. Okay, this movement or the ISKCON, I stand for international. International means anywhere. Okay, any nation, anything. Okay, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Okay, so that is the thing. In actuality, there cannot be a family of Goswami based on material consideration, caste or heredity. Okay, so that is the thing. They were like working under the Muslim ruler, and when they met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made them like 6 Goswami were there, and out of those 2 were them only. Okay, Rup Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, both brothers. So that was the thing. Rup Goswami actually the younger brother, Sanatan Goswami was the elder brother, like that. But Rup Goswami first joined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and later Sanatan Goswami joined. Okay, so in actuality there cannot be family of Goswami. They were not like Goswami. They were like they were working under Muslim, but when they made Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they become Goswami. Okay, so Goswami means who can control the senses, not that who is born in a Goswami family, not like that. So family background should not be considered, should not be taken into consideration. Okay, so we may tend to differentiate a pure Vaishnava based on family background. Okay, this person is a English man, like he is a foreigner devotee. Okay, or this Maharaj is a foreigner Maharaj. Okay, I cannot take initiation from them. How can I can learn from them? Okay, this Maharaj is not having leg. How can he give me Krishna consciousness? This Maharaj is not able to speak clearly. How can he give me Krishna consciousness? These things cannot be taken consideration when we are dealing with the pure Vaishnava. Okay, so actuality there is no family. So Goswami title is actually monopoly of pure devotee. Who is very pure devotee? They are having the monopoly of this title. The Goswami title is not hereditary. Okay, it is not hereditary. Once you are born in a Goswami family, you cannot be given title like your so we were here. Okay, yes. So Vaishnava Prad, yes, who's there?
Kumar Prabhu, please read.
Vaishnava Aparad, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Hathi Mata, the mad elephant, offenses.
So Vaishnava Prad, now we are going to see about the Vaishnava Prad. Okay, so from the starting only I'm putting this point that we should be very careful when we are dealing with a pure devotee. Okay, like even hearing about them, a blasphemy of a pure devotee, when we are hearing, leave about when we are speaking, even hearing will cause the regression in our devotion. Okay, so the Vaishnava Prad is very dangerous. A devotee should always be away from the Vaishnava Prad. It is like elephant offense, mad elephant offense. Okay, like when our bhakti lata is like a beach. Bhakti lata our devotion is like a small creeper. Creeper means lata. Okay, so our devotion is like a small lata, very tender. Okay, very tender. This is in very tender phase, and this Vaishnava Aprad is like a mad elephant. Okay, so imagine a mad elephant is not a normal elephant, mad elephant. Okay, and it enters into a garden where uh, um, small creepers are there. What will happen to that creeper? Okay, it will totally destroy the creeper. Okay, so like that. So this Vaishnava Aprad is compared to the mad elephant. It will totally destroy your devotion. So that's why we should be very careful. Even hearing about the pure devotee, we should be very careful from whom we are hearing. Okay, so that is what this mad elephant offense is there. So Vaishnava Aprad is, we should not blaspheme, or we should not take into consideration the bodily defect of a person, of a pure devotee. Okay, to blaspheme the devotee who has dedicated their life for propagating the holy name of Lord. Okay, the person who is totally dedicated to Krishna consciousness, and we are like on the path of Krishna consciousness, we should not be blaspheming that devotee. We should not be blaspheming any devotee who is dedicated to Krishna consciousness. Like examples are there, and the Srimad Bhagavatam, many examples are there, like Vaishnava Prad examples. You see, like Sabari Muni. Okay, Sabari Muni once he saw that the Garuda is eating like fish. Okay, eating fish. So he's seeing the bodily thing. Okay, so eating fish. So he's thinking that Garuda is saying himself as the pure devotee of Lord. He's serving the Lord and he's eating fish. Okay, so he got agitated on that only, that he's eating fish, and he cursed the Garuda that he should not come to Yamuna, like that. When you come to Yamuna, you will die, like that. So from that time, Garuda didn't come to Yamuna, but the fall down, this vision about the Sabrimani towards the Garuda causes the fall down of Sabrimani. Such a, from his a yogi platform, he fall down. Okay, so that is the thing. So Vaishnava Prad, even greatest of the Vaishnava does the Vaishnava Prad, then it will be very problematic. If you see the pure Vaishnava, they will be very considerate about these things. They won't speak ill speak about any Vaishnava. They won't hear about any Vaishnava ill speaking about any Vaishnava. Why? Because even greatest Vaishnava is there. He can have fall down when he is doing the Vaishnava Prad. It is like the mad elephant running over the creepers in the garden. Okay, so like that. So this line, first line, is very important. To blaspheme the devotee who have dedicated their life for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Okay. Next person.
Yes, Mataji. Consequences of offending a Vaishnava. A. Very serious. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has described this offense as Hathimata, the mad elephant offense. B. Very obstructive and dangerous. A person cannot derive any spiritual benefit when he offends the lotus feet of a Vaishnava. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So Vaishnava Prad is very dangerous and it is very serious. Okay. So we should be very careful when we deal with a Vaishnava. It is very serious matter. Okay, when we deal. So we cannot progress in devotional platform when we are doing the Vaishnava Prad. Okay. And very obstructive and very dangerous. Okay. So that is the. So how offense can happen? Yes, anyone?
Srinivas Prabhu, are you able to read? Hare Krishna? No? Swayam Prabha Mataji, are you able to read?
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I read?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Ways of an offense may happen. Criticism. Unfortunately, we are surrounded by neophyte God brothers who do not appreciate the extraordinary activities of spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. They simply try to bring us to their platform and they try to criticize us in every respect. We very much regret their naive activities and poor fund of knowledge. Hare Krishna
Yes,
Prabhuji.
yes, Hare Krishna. So the Prabhupada is speaking about, actually, this is the Prabhupada words, okay? And Prabhupada is speaking about his God brothers, okay? When Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur left the planet, okay, he established Gaudiya Matha, okay? So there is Gaudiya Mathas are there all over the India. And after Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has left the planet, there is warlike situation in the Gaudiya Matha, because different devotees they came and they were like fighting, okay, for the positions in the Gaudiya Matha. Actually, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur wanted like a GBC things, okay, like after I leave this planet, there should be like GBC. One person should not handle the Gaudiya Matha. There should be GBC, a member of the people, or the member of advanced devotee who can form a league, small committee, and they will be monitoring the Gaudiya Matha. It happened after he left the planet. After for some days it happened, like they tried to follow the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, but ultimately there was a breakdown, okay, and everything was like collapsed. Some people, both 2-3 devotee sides, they started fighting, like that it happened, okay. So Prabhupada kept himself side, okay, because he didn't want to be, and even the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur wanted him to be away from these things, okay, because in earlier days when the devotee asked Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur that Srila Prabhupada should stay in the temple premise only, but Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when the time will come, he will join, okay, like that he told. So even Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur wanted him to be away from these, because he know, okay, because he was knowing that these things are happening in the Gaudiya Matha and these things are going to happen, okay. So that thing was there. So ultimately what happened, that Prabhupada started his own preaching mission. He went to America and he was very successful, but he was not getting any help from his Gaudiya, the God brothers, okay, the God brothers who are the disciples of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj. So, but when he came back from, he was very successful, and 2-3 years, many disciples he made. When he came back to India, he was very criticized. Okay, his God brothers were very criticizing to Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada is writing about that criticism. We should be away from criticism. So he is writing, unfortunately, we are surrounded by neophyte God brothers. He is speaking about it, God brothers, and he's telling them as neophyte. Okay, so you can see, unfortunately, we are surrounded by neophyte God brothers who do not appreciate the extraordinary activity of spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. Okay, many many God brothers were there who actually appreciated Srila Prabhupada. That actually they are very appreciative, because it was not a common task to spread Krishna consciousness in all over the world in 2-3 years, and many disciples all over the world. So they are actually appreciating that actually you are only the Senapati Bhakta, which is written in the Shastra. But many God brothers they were like very jealous, okay, towards Krishna, towards Prabhupada. Okay, so that's what it is written. Unfortunately, we are surrounded by neophyte God brothers who do not appreciate extraordinary activities of spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. They simply try to bring us to their platform, okay, and they try to criticize us in every respect, okay. So Prabhupada is speaking about the criticism, that we should not be taking into consideration about the bodily activity or the family background from which the devotees are coming. Some devotee said that they are coming from the hippie background, how they can become a devotees, okay, like that. So they are like very jealous. So Prabhupada is writing that they try to criticize in every respect. We very much regret their naive activity and poor fund of knowledge. Okay, so Prabhupada is taking reference from this sloka. He is saying that Anyone who is engaged in devotional service is a pure devotee, is in the platform of devotion. Okay, Goswami title is not hereditary. Anyone can take Goswami title if he has the qualification. So way to offense. So how the Vaishnava aparad? So this is the criticism. Okay, we should not be doing criticizing. We should not be criticizing a pure devotee. Okay, so that is the thing. Yes. Next
Kalpana
person.
Mataji.
Shall I
Hare
read?
Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, can I read?
Yes, yes, Mataji, please read.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. One is forbidden to observe the activities of a pure Vaishnava from a material point of view. For the neophyte, especially, considering a pure devotee from a material point of view is very injurious. One should therefore avoid observing a pure devotee externally, but should try to see the internal features and understand how he is engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. In this way, one can avoid seeing the pure devotee from a material point of view, and thus one can gradually become a purified devotee himself. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
So all of us, or many of you may be in the Madhyamadikari or Uttamadikari, but I myself consider even the lower than the neophyte devotee. So the neophyte devotee, what is the quality of neophyte devotee? If you remember from previous class, they cannot differentiate, okay, between the Uttamadikari, Madhyamadikari, and neophyte devotee. Okay, they cannot differentiate. Madhyamadikari, they can differentiate between the Lord, devotees of the Lord, envious people, and ignorant people. They can differentiate between the four classes, the Madhyamadikari, and they can deal differently with these four classes of people. But as a neophyte devotee, we cannot differentiate between the all four classes, or who is Uttamadikari, who is Madhyamadikari, or who is a pure devotee. We cannot differentiate. Okay, so so we should be very careful about our dealing. So it is written, one is forbidden to observe the activity of pure Vaishnava from the materialistic point of view. Okay, our point of view toward material Uttam Vaishnava will be like material things. Okay, material point of view. So we should be avoiding that. How we should avoid that? For a neophyte, especially, considering a pure devotee from the material point of view is very injurious. Our creeper is very, very tender, and if an elephant runs on that, then it is totally destroyed. So our devotion will be totally destroyed. So for a neophyte, especially, considering a pure devotee from the material point of view is very injurious. So we should be very considerate about the dealings. The third point, one should therefore avoid observing a pure devotee externally, but should try to see the internal features and understand how he is engaged in transcendental service of the Lord. We should see how he is engaged in the service of Lord. Other than that, bodily features we should not be considered. Okay. The fourth point. In this way, one can avoid seeing a pure devotee from the material point of view, and thus can gradually become a purified devotee himself. Okay. So gradually we should be very careful, and gradually we should progress toward the Madhyamadikari and then Uttamadikari. Okay. Avoiding the Vaishnava aparad. So we should chant without doing the aparad. That is the way. Without aparad, we are chanting. That is the way for progressing from the Kanishtadikari to Madhyamadikari to Uttamadikari. Okay, Vaishnava aparad. Without Vaishnava aparad, chant. That is the thing. So next slide. So this is the story of Amrish Maharaj. Okay, so already we have the story that Durvasa Muni is there and Amrish Maharaj is there. Durvasa Muni is very angry on Amrish Maharaj. Like the story is there that Ekadashi Vrata was there and Dwadashi Tithi was there, and he was about to break his Ekadashi Vrata, and then Durvasa Muni came there. He wanted some time that he also will break fast with him. So when he will come after taking bath, then we'll have we'll break the fast like that. But Durvasa Muni was doing very late, and Amrish Maharaj, the Parantithi was Paran time was getting over, so he just drank water so that he will break his fast also, and he will have he will honor the prasadam with Durvasa Muni also. But when Durvasa Muni came to know this, that he was very angry that how he can drink water without me. Okay, so he was like a mystic yogi. So from his hairs, from his jata, he made a demon. Okay, so you can see the demon is there, a fire demon. Okay, and he ordered the fire demon to kill Ambrish Maharaj. So that demon, the fire demon was very dangerous. Okay, and he went and tried to kill um, Ambrish Maharaj. Okay, but when he was doing like that, he was on the way of doing that. Then only the Sudarshan Chakra of Krishna came and killed the fire demon, and the Sudarshan was running after the Durvasa Muni. When Durvasa Muni saw that this is running towards me, he tried to contact every demigods. No one was helpful. They told that you go to Vishnu only, because this chakra is of Vishnu. So he went to Vishnu also. Vishnu told that you have made an offense toward devotee, okay, or a pure devotee of mine. So better you take you apologize from the devotee, and then only you will be forgiven, like that. So he immediately went to Ambrish Maharaj, and you can see in the second picture, he is taking shelter of Ambrish Maharaj lotus feet. And then Ambrish Maharaj told, no, he is also a pure Vaishnava. Why you are trying to kill him like that? He was very tender heart. Okay, so Ambrish Maharaj, so he told the Sudarshan to go. Okay, so that is the story, that he was like doing a Vaishnava aparadh towards the pure devotee, and how Krishna is very angry when a person is doing the any Vaishnava aparadh towards a pure devotee. Okay, that was a short story about that. Okay, so we'll be quickly finishing these things. We have already dealt with these things. So bodily defect, we should not be considered about the bodily defect, and this is also when we are seeing from the materialistic point of view about the bodily defect, then we may do some mistake, okay, or Vaishnava Prad. Third is jealousy. We should not be jealous, okay, of the devotee. If any person is like, if I am 5 years old in Krishna consciousness, I came 5 years back, I tried to train one person in Krishna consciousness, and he was a very sincere devotee. And in 3 years, he became very he became very much devoted. Even his devotion is greater than me. So I should not be very jealous toward him, that he came. I only trained him towards Krishna consciousness. Now he is very nice devotee. We should not be jealous about those things. So it is like that. So jealousy, this Krishna consciousness movement is a transcendental science, and there is no room for jealousy. Okay, we should not be jealous that he is doing so much services, we are doing this much services, like that. Okay, this movement is meant for the Paramhamsa who are completely from all jealousy. Okay, one should not be jealous whether he is born in a family of Goswami or has the title of Goswami awarded to him. So if a person is very he is in charge, he has the post of in charge. So we should not be we should not be jealous that how we can become in charge. We are not becoming in charge, like that. So it should not be jealous. Our aim should be to serve Krishna. Okay, our aim should be to serve Krishna. That should be our final aim. Okay, we should not be like this about that this person is doing given this much service, I am not given this much service, why I'm not giving this much consideration. Not, this should not be like that. Okay, so we should be free from the jealousy, and we should not, especially towards towards other Vaishnava, when we don't know what is their qualification, how much quality they have, because we are as a neophyte devotee, we tend to see every person as neophyte. Okay, so we should not be, we should be very careful when dealing with other Vaishnava, that especially when we don't know about their qualities. Okay, so we should not be jealous. So whatever service is there, we should, when the menial service being given, we should be doing that menial service also. As soon as anyone becomes envious, he falls from the platform of Paramhamsa. When a person is a pure Vaishnava, pure Vaishnava and he become envious of other person, he will fall down. Okay, so like that. Fourth, an empowered person who is actually engaged in confidential service of Lord should not be treated as an ordinary human being. For it is stated that unless one is empowered by Krishna, one cannot spread the Krishna conscious movement all over the world. Okay. So we should not treat any we should not treat a pure Vaishnava as an ordinary person. Okay. It is offensive to give advice or correct the spiritual master. Yes, this is also very important. Okay, we should not give advice. Okay, you should do this, we should do that, we should why you are not doing this, we should do that, like that. Okay, we should not be giving advice to a pure Vaishnava or spiritual master. It is offensive to give advice or correct the spiritual master. If the spiritual master has said something and you are correcting, okay, then that is also a offense. The advanced Vaishnava is always situated as the spiritual master and the neophyte is always considered as a disciple. Advanced Vaishnava is always in the situation of spiritual master and neophyte devotee is always as a disciple. The spiritual master must not be subjected to the advice of the disciple, nor should a spiritual master be obliged to take instruction from those who are not his disciples. Okay. So with this, we end our chapter. Okay. I hope this sloka made any sense. So, yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, would you be taking questions now?
Yeah, questions are there.
Please raise your hand and unmute yourself one by one. Please raise your digital hand if you have questions. Yes, Prabhuji, Shiv Kumar Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. What is GBC, Prabhuji?
GBC is general body committee. Like if one person should not be handling, like ISKCON we have GBC. Okay, one person should not be in charge of everything. There should be a committee who will be taking care of everything. Okay, if one person is there, he will be running after the titles. He will be like, I want to become this, I want to become, not like that. So Prabhupada wanted, not Prabhupada, this was the idea from the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur only, that he wanted GBC to form. Prabhupada inherited that idea for ISKCON because he has seen the fall down of the Gaudiya Vaishnava, how the Gaudiya Vaishnava started fighting, like that.
Are members like presidents of ISKCON?
Are members?
Members of president of ISKCON. ISKCON,
No, there are some persons who are designated as GBC of ISKCON. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Only sannyasis are there, right, in GBC?
No,
Prabhuji?
not like that, Prabhu. There are many people are there who are on the GBC, who are the Suddha Vaishnava, and the GBC will decide everything which is decided in ISKCON. Now the GBC is decided, and there will be GBC meetings, and there will be decisions will be taken, like that. So GBC will decide what will happen to the ISKCON, or how things will follow, like that. So the GBC, any pure Vaishnava, GBC is no one, like we want to become a member of GBC, not like that. So GBC will decide who will become the member of GBC, like that.
Yes, Mataji, Kirti Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
So, Prabhuji, we had this discussion today in BV, and I just want to know, like, we learned in the previous verse, right? Like, we should not associate with the Kanishta Adhikaris, but in our minds, we need to mentally respect them. So, but usually we have to go out and share this knowledge with others and preach. But most of them are very highly materialistic. So, how do we go about this process, Prabhuji?
Acha. So that is the thing, Mataji. As a neophyte devotee, our preaching won't be effective. That we have already seen. Only preacher can be a Madhyamadikari or the Uttamadikari, because they can teach from their faith, because the Madhyamadikari is very faithful. Their faith is very strong. So they can preach through their faith, as well as Uttamadikari, because they are convergent with the summary of the Shastra. What is the importance of the Shastra and their faith. So Uttamadikari and Madhyamadikari, their preaching is very effective. As a neophyte devotee, we don't have any summary of the Shastra, or we don't believe on the summary of Shastra. Okay, or even if we believe, our belief is just for the factual matter. We don't follow that things. Okay, we don't have faith, we don't have Shastric knowledge. Even if we try to preach, our preaching will be like not effective. Okay, so that's why when we or anyone who starts taking classes, we consider ourselves as non-eligible for taking the classes. So whatever we are speaking, may the word of Guru or may the word of Krishna comes through us. Okay, we may be like instrument in Krishna's hand. Okay, so like that we consider, and we take it as like our service. Okay, like we are doing a service, and we just we should become like we may become like instrument in Krishna's hand, because we don't have any qualification, we don't have any faith, we don't have the knowledge of Shastra. How we can preach? We cannot preach. So we pray to Krishna, that we pray to Guru Parampara, that whatever words may come out through me, these words may represent your words, like that. So that is the thing. So our attitude towards these things would be like that. Okay, Mataji. So that is the thing. So as a Kanishtadhikari, we are not eligible, or we are not perfect person to preach. Okay, the perfect person is, but as the movement expanding, we as a service, we may consider it as a service, and we may preach if any senior disciple give us that service. Okay, Mataji.
Yes. But even now, no, Prabhuji, like in this month, it's very auspicious to do book distribution and all that, right? So when we are trying to convince other people, if while giving away the books, so what would be the best way to convince them, or please give us some advice, Prabhuji?
Consider it as service. Okay, Mataji, that this is the service I am doing for Krishna, for our senior disciples, and service has been given to me, that you should be distributing. And actually we are distributing Prabhupada words only. Okay, when we are distributing Bhagavad Gita, we are actually distributing Prabhupada words. Prabhupada words in the form like the Krishna's words and Prabhupada purports we are giving in the form of Bhagavad Gita, so that it will benefit them. Okay, so that is our qualification is very nil. Okay, so whatever we have learned, do not alter anything. Whatever we have learned from the senior disciple, the same thing we have to do. Okay, many things I've seen many people, when they try to go and they try to see the people, or they mix with the people, they try to they will differently, they will tell different things. Okay, we should not be doing like that. Prabhupada says the teaching should be unaltered. Okay, we should not add, we should not subtract anything from the teaching, and we should try to preach. Okay, our teachings can be like our innovations can be there. Okay, like we can make it little bit different innovations to give the Krishna consciousness, but actual teaching should be the same. Okay, what we have learned from the senior, we should not add, subtract anything from that. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Very beautifully explained. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. May I ask a question, please?
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, after listening to text 6, if I revisit text 4, it says in the loving exchanges between devotees, the third one is revealing one's mind in confidence. What opening one's mind to the devotees? Now, if I'm most of my interaction is online, but in case I have an association online or otherwise, what exactly am I supposed to talk? I mean, practically, without offending anybody or causing anybody any hurt, or what am I supposed to be talking? How am I supposed to have this exchange?
Yes. So this exchange is revealing one's mind in secret. Means, see, when we speak to any senior disciple, what suggestions we need from them? We need suggestion about our spiritual life, how we can progress. Okay, we may have many impediments in our life. Okay, we may have many problems in our life, but we should not be discussing those things with the spiritual master or the senior disciples. Okay, we should be discussing the material problems which are causing obstruction in our spiritual problem or the spiritual progress. Okay, so like that. So if any problem is there which is causing our impedance to our spiritual progress, that we can discuss how we can deal with that, like that. So revealing one's mind means what is our condition, and how we are how we are chanting, how what is the problem in our spiritual life we are having. Okay, or how we can progress. That is called spiritual questionnaire. Okay, we ask a spiritual question from the senior disciples or the senior devotees. So that is what revealing one's mind in confidence, and the spiritual or the senior disciple will guide. Okay, like that, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I understand that I can speak about myself and tell them what a bad job I'm doing about chanting with offenses and not reading for 2 hours a day, etc. But problem means people. It's connected to people in my life. Am I allowed to talk about devotees, non-devotees to them, or no?
If it is causing like
Because it's the people who are causing me the problems.
Yeah, if it is causing problem in your spiritual progress, then you can talk like that. Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. I have to talk to a lot of people in the coming week. You made my mind clearer. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Any more questions, please?
Actually, Mataji, it was very clear. Whenever I get a doubt, automatically any one of them ask the questions, and it makes me clear, Prabhuji. Very nice.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu, Srinivas Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. One small question, I do read twice or something like that, but remembering to answer the questions is becoming a little difficult. So I end up maybe looking into the text to answer them. I just wanted to have your view on that.
Okay, so I will tell that you read 2-3 times like that, so that
yes,
you can have little bit more clarification.
Yeah, but even if I read, what happens, unfortunately, my memory is not that good that I keep forgetting. Unless maybe I should read maybe 10-15 times, I don't know. But that's where I'm faltering. So I was just thinking, does it really, how does it really move to the next level? If I cannot do closed book.
The final thing will be
response.
the Bhakti Sastri will have it will be little bit more. Actually, the Bhakti Sastri also, it is not very difficult. If you are listening to the classes very nicely and you go through the chapter 3-4 times, now it will be very clear, and you can answer the things very nicely. So let's see what happens in the future in the level 3. Okay, we don't know what will happen. So finally, these things are taken from the Bhakti Sastri course. So whatever things are there, you may answer. Finally, the level 4, you will be like answering these closed book, open book questions like that. So let's see what will happen. But the thing is, please read 3-4 times, and whatever answers coming, you can put down in your words like that.
In my own words, instead of trying to repeat what is there.
That will be more better. That will be better.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Because these slokas are about the realization, what we are realizing. Actually, there is no very less realization questions are there. Okay, in the level 3, the level 4, if you go, there will be questions which is based on realization, what you're thinking. So these nectar of instructions topics are like based on realization.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes. Yes.
Prabhuji, my question is about criticizing the Vaishnavas. In short, if I can ask you the question, it is, if I just criticize a Vaishnava, my only spiritual growth is hindered, right? Means there is no sinful reaction, correct? So no problem, right, Prabhu?
Even if it is more problematic than sinful reaction. Okay. If you what so you will imagine you will be here in the material world only without spiritual progress. If there is no spiritual progress, that means we'll be here only. Okay. Vaishnava aparadha is considered more sinful than doing a normal sinful activity. Okay. Vaishnava aparadha, because normal sinful activity is what about material things, but the Vaishnava aparadha is spiritual things. Okay. So like that, even it is said that even a greatest Vaishnava is there. If he is doing the Vaishnava path, he will fall down like that. So we should be very considerate about these things, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, because in my near family also we can see whoever visit an ancient temple like Tirupati Balaji or Udupi Krishna, they openly criticize like the food was not good. They have so much of money. They don't do this. They don't do that. Management is not good. So that even those things come under Vaishnava Aparadh, Prabhu.
So the thing is, we can see that they are actually not under the platform the devotee only. So we can differentiate the devotee and non-devotee. Even some person will be in the Veshbhusha of a devotee. If you go to temple, he is criticizing. That means he is not a devotee. Okay, so that is the thing. So we can differentiate about based on these dealings that this is the Vaishnava Aparadh. If he is doing the Vaishnava Aparadh, we should be like that. Okay, so if we are going to a temple and we are considering that prasadam is not good, prasadam is not tasty. Actually, the prasadam is not like a luxury thing. Okay, actually, the prasadam is like remnants of Krishna. This is mercy of Krishna, and whatever comes in the mercy of Krishna, we should not think that this taste is not there, that taste is not there. This is not given. I am not getting the pizza. I'm not getting the burger. These things will not be there. If you see the prasadam Matyahara part, if you see prasadam, it is not like the prasadam we are taking for our taste. Prasadam we are taking as a mercy of Krishna. Okay, we are hungry of mercy of Krishna, not that we are hungry of tasting the prasadam. Different taste of prasadam we'll make and we'll eat like that. No, prasadam is like mercy of Krishna. Whatever comes, mercy of Krishna, we should accept. That is the thing. Okay, so we should not criticize the prasadam. We should not criticize other persons are there. If any yatra is there and there is some defect in the yatra, if something is there in the yatra, we may secretly reveal these things to the devotee who is organizing in non-envious way, non-jealous way, non-envious, not doing the Vaishnava Aparadh. Okay, so that other person may be benefited. And if we are jealous, we are pointing out, okay, this mistake was there, that thing was very bad, this thing was very bad. We should be taking care of that thing. Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, should I give them some advice or just should I ignore them? Because most of the times when I say that I visited this temple, they start criticizing. Oh yes, they have so much of money, but still they did not serve us paisa. Only
Thing will be
simple
there, Prabhu. These things will be there.
like that.
So the best
Yes,
part, when
Prabhu.
you start speaking, they will have counter arguments. These things will go. These things will
Yes.
be always going. So better is to bring them to temple. Okay, let them criticize one time, let them criticize second time, but ultimately they will, when they start tasting the Krishna Prasadam, when they're taking Krishna Prasadam, they are hearing the classes, they are meeting with the devotee, gradually they will change. Okay, so that best thing is bring them to temple. Let them have Krishna Prasadam, let them associate with the devotee gradually. Otherwise, if we start speaking with our family members, they may become hostile and they will have, if you give one argument, they will give 5 arguments. If you answer the 5 arguments, they will have more 5 arguments. Like that, it will go away. And they will be in very hostile environment. Like, so judge the environment and then according to that you speak. Okay, you will feel that the same person at the home is behaving differently when you are giving Krishna consciousness, and the same person will behave differently when you give them Krishna consciousness at temple. Okay, so temple environment is something different. It may not work on one time. Gradually, 5-10 times they keep coming, they will change. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji, understood. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. What is this open book and closed book assignment, Prabhuji?
This will be on your final 4th level, Mataji. So don't think about these things now. Okay.
No, Prabhuji. Closed book assignment.
Closed book means you have to close the book and give the assignment. Open book means you have to open the book and give assignment or answer the assignment.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Any other question is there, Mataji?
Not in the chat, Prabhu. Anyone else, please? Else we can end the class, Prabhu. No questions, Prabhu.
Okay, so we'll end the session today. So we'll see whether tomorrow we can do a session or next week we'll do a session. Okay, so we'll meet again. We'll inform in the group about the tomorrow session or next week's session. Okay, Mataji?
Prabhu, next week or tomorrow? I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
We'll decide until. Okay. Actually, I'm free tomorrow, so we'll see if any work is there. Any work comes, or we can have the class. Tomorrow will be the 7th sloka. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll end the session today. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu bhavecha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namaः.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.